Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP right now. Once again, thank you for your continued support. Really do appreciate everything you do towards the growth of CoinsKid here. Sharing is caring. Thank you very much for all the nice comments and sharing the videos on social media and your involvement and membership in the Telegram community there, which is completely free, and obviously all the patrons that support me in my cause. So it's all good. Oh, you had a good Friday. I hope you have a really good weekend. Okay, whatever you're doing, just stay strong, stay safe, and stay tuned. Thank you very much for your support and your subscription. So right now, diving into XRP, you can see it's picking up, it's doing really well, and obviously as you go up, you're going to run into resistance, and that's exactly what XRP's done right now. It's run into a bit of resistance just there on the daily time frame. Anyway, you can see it's sort of hit its head on that 0786 and retracement there. It's trying to get back up to that particular level there. So we did break out this head and shoulders, which was great. So we was anticipating a bit of a break there, and it came, so that's good. But as you do go up, you're obviously going to run into resistance, so to speak. But yeah, you can see as long as we keep adhering to this EMA here, this is the 4-hourly EMA. I would imagine we've fallen through the yellow line on the hourly. I will have a look at that in a moment. But on the 4-hourly here, you can see we could actually afford to come back and backtest this yellow line and still be above the golden ratio. And this particular pattern, the inverse head and shoulders, is still in play. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Making progress. There is an anomaly at the moment with a correction that we're anticipating for Ethereum at 3K, that you may start to see a sell-off for Ethereum, a psychological sort of barrier there that you may start to see that sell-off if it comes, but that might be a bit of a market correction catalyst, so to speak. So do have that in mind. I won't go too deep into that today. There is a bit of a deeper outlay as to why I think that market correction might come and Ethereum be the cause of that. It's in the VeChain video that I've done today, so I won't bore you with that in the XRP video, but I just want to reassure you that so far so good. XRP's broken out of this particular pattern there, the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders. And I want to outline as well, these particular patterns that we find, your reversal patterns, your diamond tops, your head and shoulders, your diamond patterns, there's so many patterns, honestly. I think there's about 100 different patterns or something, but you don't need to bog yourself down with knowing them all. Okay, the most common pattern, as I'll outline to you, is reversal, is basically a double M top pattern, a W bottom pattern, and you can see it in itself anyway, the distinguished, like depleting lower highs and depleting high lows, basically. So you can see it running out of steam in either direction, potentially creating a neckline which is broken. Then you go long or short. It's really that easy. Okay, so, and you see that primarily as you start to zoom in as well. So for example, just give you, you've created a selling pressure here, you've come down, made a lower low, so it looks really bad, but when you reverse, you've made a higher low, so you can see that effectively the selling pressure's sort of turned a corner, running out of steam. So then you have a reversal pattern, and this reversal pattern, obviously, once you break that, it has a target, and the target's up there to attack that high, but it can be invalidated. Okay, and there is a statistic that's been done on these particular patterns, and it's something like 60 to 70% completion. But obviously the market, at any point, you're going to be marching up, yay, you're going all the way up there, you're going to retrace, and it rolls over, and something happens as a catalyst, obviously, black swan event or anything like that, outside anomaly. So they're all the things. So these particular patterns, when they do break, they're not 100% certain. That's why you set stop losses. Okay, and always set stop losses, or just sit there and watch. If you don't want to set a stop loss and you're sort of in a trade and you think, no, it's not going to do it, and then just back out, whatever you want to do. So it's always down to yourself. Okay, so right now, just reassure you that XRP is doing well. It's broken out, it's moving onwards and upwards. Potentially, if it does start to fall back down, you could see if it does start to fall on this 20 EMA here, you're still in this uptrend, you're still in this pattern, because this line, this is what you want to see as you break out a little bit overextended. Look at that line. Okay, so it's begging for it. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to look at when you get big gaps in any EMA on any time frame. By the way, when you start to get big gaps, that's in itself an indicator of, okay, it's going to, like a magnet pulling back for support, because what happens when you get overextended, like I said to you, if you start to roll back, and you potentially, it adds more confidence to the fact that you could sort of lose these retests of support and fall through. So you do want to see that, pull back, bounce, beautiful. So not financial advice, but you may see XRP, pull back to this yellow line, and I would imagine it'll bounce there if it holds. So that would be a good little spot to just put a little bit of a long in there, because if we do continue in this pattern, okay, and we do validate this pattern and get all the way up there, you can see that's a nice little 32% trade off that particular spot there, providing it doesn't lose it. So that's good. So what I'm going to do right now is zoom in on the hourly time frame and see what we can see. So yeah, on the hourly, you can see we've fallen through this, and I did say you could afford, yesterday I remember saying you could afford to lose through this hourly, because look where you will find support. And again, you could put a little bit on there, a cheeky little bit on there, because look what it's done. Since it bottomed out down here, it's continually conformed to this hourly uptrend that is formed on the bullish cross. Backtest the yellow line, which is the 20, backtest, support. When it fell through, just like it has here, look, you started to go up, made a top, rolled over. What did you do? You created that reversal pattern. Look, because that's a reversal pattern in there, just there. I'll show you. That's a really highly executable trade right there. So when you've gone up, you've made this high, and you basically triple top, well, multiple top there, multiple touches, but it's effectively a little bit of a triple top. So in the middle, you see this support line that was created when you come back down, bounce, multiple touches in the middle. So you've got a little support line on the go there. So what you do, you draw your line like that, okay? So you come and draw your line. And what you do, when you lose this particular level of support, you go short, and your target is basically the top to the support line, which is effectively the neckline. And you can see once you lose it, boom, target met. So that's a lovely little short opportunity there. I don't know if I've told you this, but I always try to tell you little things, so just show you the examples of patterns. So that was a lovely little 6% short trade. Yeah, so that was good. That worked out very fruitful, that particular trade right there. So right now you can see effectively XRP's done it again. It's created this kind of support line for itself just there. Although that is a bit of an ascending support line that it's lost like this, okay? That's a bit of a diamond top pattern, and you need to look at that particular pattern as well. That's a diamond top pattern, because what happens is on this particular pattern, it goes up, okay, like that, comes back down, then it goes up and it comes back down. It creates a big sell-off in the middle. When you see that, and it creates this sort of diamond pattern. When you see a peak like that and it rolls over and you create that big candle in the middle, you can see you're effectively forming some kind of diamond. Do you see that? You see that? Diamond top, it's called. You got a little breakout, but then it's rolled over. It's lost support. Effectively, it is a reversal pattern, a diamond top. You will see it if you Google it, because you come up into it like that and you do this, you create that big diamond in the middle. You see the structure, and then when you break out, it's a reversal pattern, and you do have a breakout target of that, and the breakout target is, and this is all a bit rough, I do apologize for being a bit rough, but it's basically that, okay? And when you do start to break out of it, you can see you've broke out, potentially bringing you down to this particular EMA right there, which you would, you know, potentially see a little bit of a bounce there. So yeah, do anticipate that XRP now does need to adhere to this red line and hold it as support, which is the 55 EMA, just like it has down here when it did break down, look. And this little wick here, you may see that today on XRP, and that particular little wick, because look, it's identical to this, apart from this, that being a diamond top. There's a triple top reversal pattern, diamond top reversal pattern. You are breaking down, and you're potentially going to come down a little bit lower than that. You might see the little wick down there, but I would imagine there's a little wick that would form, which would be the 4 hourly 20. Okay, so you might see it come down a little wick off that and bounce, but on the hourly just here, it'd be look like this. So it comes down, it breaks down even more, meets our diamond top target, okay, comes down, you see the little wick down, that would be the wick that you're going to get off for 20 daily. Not financial advice, it might not happen, I'm just saying you look at previous patterns to sort of see what's going on. So providing it holds that, it looks bad, oh no, it's crashing, it's going down, but it's not. And you can just look at the previous sort of price action to see the support levels that it's got going on for itself right now. So if it does sort of roll over, and it is basically rolling over like this, and it's sort of going to get supported off this 50, little wick down to the 20 on the 4 hour, where you put some cheeky little bids on, you might get a little bit of extra XRP, not financial advice, but then it's going to start hopefully doing something like this, creeping up, and then you're going to get caught in this range again, like you got caught in this range, bit choppy, This range, bit choppy before the EMAs creep you up, because that's what you're doing. You're going to get back above the EMAs, backtest, 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 take on that 0786 and pop out. And that's basically what I'm seeing for XRP, providing it holds the support of those EMAs. And if it doesn't, then you're obviously going to roll over, and then you target these previous Fibonacci levels there, support. But that's basically what I'm seeing. I think that XRP is really, really strong. Okay, I do think it's really strong. And then failing that, obviously, I've made you fully aware of the Ethereum potential for Ethereum to have that correction. And I do believe that because it's a second king alt, basically, it is king alt. We can't deny that it is king of the alts. If it does have that pullback, I do think it will affect the altcoins. Basically, it's approaching 3K, psychological area for people to take profits, whales especially, and yeah, so you might see that little pullback. You might not, but if it does, then that's where you might see XRP sort of reverse on itself a little bit and create a bit of a deeper wave. So yeah, it's so far so good. It's holding support, and potentially what you might be doing here, just like I've outlined in that little bit of technical analysis there on the hourly time frame, because obviously as you do start to zoom in, you do see a little bit more, so you can trade in and out, stop spotting those patterns, so to speak, that I've just shown you. But if you do start to see it sort of break down a little bit, which is back to support, beautiful holding, you start to see it do something like it did over here, you know, where it just basically gets caught between the zones of the Fibonacci, where it got caught between the 0.50 and the golden ratio as resistance. You may see it sort of adhere to this 0.618, the golden ratio, stay above it, and keep back knocking its head on this 0.786. And in all of that, as long as it adheres and sticks to the 20 and doesn't fall through the 55, okay, and obviously the 0.618 as support, then you're looking at for continuation there for XRP. So yeah, I wish everyone all the luck in the world, okay, especially with XRP. It's a really good project. It's a project that we outlined many moons ago as a buy and go to the beach project. But I'll always keep you updated with everything that I see in the space here. And now, you know, because if XRP can go on from here, and it's making progress, you've broken out the golden ratio, you get march on. You're looking at a $2.72, a $2.73 XRP token towards the end of next weekend. I think we could have a good week, providing we don't get this big market correction. Okay, so that's XRP. Stay strong, stay safe, and most importantly, stay tuned. And I will keep you updated every single day on XRP. Thank you for thank you to everybody for all your continued support across CoinsKid, and thank you for the really nice comments. I really do appreciate it, and I'm glad that people are finding these videos educational and they're spotting things as well, and they're messaging me and putting little posts in Telegram, and it's fantastic to see people actually doing technical analysis and posting their ideas and everything. It's absolutely amazing, the community we've grown there. Superb. Onwards and upwards, everybody. Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.